Whether you're a tech enthusiast, industry professional, or just curious about the future of AI Agents Unleashed will keep you informed and inspired. Buckle up and get ready to unleash the potential of AI.
Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're looking at the Artificial Intelligence Index Report 2024 from Stanford. It covers just about everything: AI, research trends, impact on different sectors. By the end, you'll know what happened in AI in 2023.
And have a few questions to think about for the future.
Exactly. So one thing that really stood out to me was how much industry is dominating AI research.
Yeah,
It feels like companies are leading the way now.
it's definitely a trend. The report says that in 2023, companies published way more machine learning models.
More than universities.
Yeah, compared to academic institutions.
Makes you wonder if universities are struggling to keep up.
Well, think about this. The report says that OpenAI's GPT-4 cost something like $78 million to train.
Wow.
And Google's Gemini Ultra, get this, $191 million.
That is a crazy amount of money.
It is.
Does that mean only these huge companies, the ones with tons of money, are going to be the ones doing all the cutting-edge AI research?
It's a real worry.
Yeah.
That level of investment is a big problem for smaller groups, including universities. It really makes you wonder if we're going to see AI just controlled by a few powerful companies.
That would be a shame. What about open source models? I know the report talked about those.
All right.
Are those a possible solution?
There's definitely a lot of excitement about open source, and for good reason.
Yeah.
2023 saw a huge jump in how many were released,
Oh, wow.
more than double 2022.
So are we talking about AI becoming more accessible to everyone?
Maybe. Having these tools available could really lead to a lot of new innovation.
Yeah.
It lets individuals and smaller organizations get involved,
Yeah.
experiment, contribute.
That sounds really positive. But doesn't it also mean more risk of misuse if they're that available?
True. It's a double-edged sword. They can do a lot of good.
Yeah.
But we need to think about safeguards, too.
Right.
We don't want to stop innovation, but we have to consider the risks.
Absolutely. Speaking of risks, the report mentions something called model collapse. Sounds kind of scary. What is that exactly?
So model collapse is something researchers are looking into.
Yeah. Basically means AI models might get less diverse, less accurate
Oh.
because of not having enough good training data.
So it's like AI hitting a wall.
Kinda, yeah. Imagine feeding an AI the same stuff over and over.
Right.
The output's going to get narrower,
Yeah.
not reflect the real world anymore.
Why is that happening? Are we running out of data?
People are worried about that, especially for the high-quality labeled data that's essential for these advanced models. Some studies say we might run out of certain types of data as soon as next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
That soon. What can we do about that?
It's pushing researchers to get creative.
Yeah.
One interesting thing is this idea of synthetic data, basically making artificial data to add to the real stuff.
So using fake data to train AI?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so we're figuring out the data problem.
Right.
What about how capable these models are? Are they actually getting smarter?
Short answer, yes. In some areas, AI is doing amazing things.
Really?
The report says AI is already better than humans on some tasks. Better than humans? Like what kinds of tasks?
Image classification,
Oh,
reading comprehension.
wow.
AI is showing incredible accuracy, better than us.
That's pretty wild. I wonder what that means for us long term.
Yeah,
What happens to humans if AI can do those things better?
it makes you think about the future of work.
Yeah.
As AI gets better, a lot of jobs could change.
So some jobs might disappear,
Right.
but wouldn't there be new ones created too?
It's not a simple answer. The report says some jobs will go away, but others will be made.
Okay, so it's a mixed bag.
Right. It depends on the industry, the specific tasks.
Makes sense. Like what kinds of jobs are most at risk?
Jobs that are repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
manual tasks, data entry, basic analysis,
Yeah.
those are the ones AI can probably do.
Got it.
But jobs that need creativity, critical thinking,
Right.
complex problem solving,
Yeah.
emotional intelligence, those are safe for now.
So it's less about AI replacing us and more about adapting to work with it.
That's a big point in the report. Lifelong learning, upskilling.
Yeah.
Those are crucial now. Workers need to be adaptable, learn new technologies,
Right.
always be developing new skills.
So we can't just learn one thing and do that forever anymore.
Things are changing too fast.
Yeah.
AI is a big part of that. We have to keep learning, adapting.
Okay, that makes sense. But that sounds overwhelming. Where can people even learn about this stuff?
The report mentions lots of resources.
Yeah.
Online courses, boot camps, university programs,
Right.
all focused on AI.
Got it.
There's something for everyone, from beginners to experts.
No excuse for not keeping up, huh?
Exactly. There's tons of free stuff online
Right.
and more structured programs if you want to go deeper.
So individuals are learning.
Yeah.
Are governments doing anything? Are there any rules about how to use AI responsibly?
The report has a whole chapter on policy and governance. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Different countries are doing different things,
Right.
but everyone's realizing that we need to work together.
Why is working together so important?
AI is a global technology. No one country can handle this alone.
Okay. What are some of the biggest challenges?
Privacy and data security are big ones.
Yeah.
How do we make sure AI uses data ethically?
Right.
Another one is bias and discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want AI to make those problems worse.
Egg questions.
They are. No easy answers.
Yeah.
It takes careful thinking and collaboration.
Right.
But the good thing is we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
More and more people are talking about ethical guidelines and regulations.
That's good to hear. We've talked about the downsides of AI,
Yeah,
but isn't it doing good things too?
absolutely. The report has some great examples of AI making the world better,
Really?
like in healthcare.
Okay.
It can help diagnose diseases earlier,
Wow.
develop new treatments, personalized
It's like
care.
saving lives.
It already is. And it's not just healthcare.
Oh, cool.
AI is being used to fight climate change, improve education, promote social justice.
It's amazing what it can do.
Right.
It's like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Exactly.
Depends how we use it.
It's our responsibility to shape AI development the right way.
Absolutely. So we've covered a lot.
We have.
Industry dominance, open source models, data scarcity,
Right?
lack of diversity. It's a lot.
It is.
What about public perception? Are people even aware of all this?
Public awareness of AI is definitely increasing.
Yeah.
The report says global awareness of ChatGPT is 63%.
Wow, that's high. Are people actually using AI tools?
Usage rates are really high in places like India and Kenya, but we don't know exactly how they're using it or
Right.
what they think about it. But the fact that so many people know about it is important.
So AI isn't just some futuristic thing anymore.
Right.
It's part of our lives.
Exactly. And that means we have new opportunities and challenges.
Yeah,
We need to help people understand AI,
absolutely.
its potential impact.
Education is key.
I agree. We need informed discussions, critical thinking.
Okay, so now that we have a better idea of the big picture, let's get into some of the specific things the report highlighted.
Sounds good.
Get ready for some mind-blowing stuff.
Okay. So one area that's seeing some crazy progress is generative AI,
Yeah.
like DALL-E 2,
Mm.
creates those crazy realistic images from text.
Right.
Or MusicGen
Yeah.
makes music that sounds like a human composed it.
I've played with some of those AI image generators. They're incredible. It's like magic almost.
It really shows you how powerful these deep learning models are.
Yeah.
They can go through these huge data sets, find patterns that we'd never see,
Right.
and create things we thought only humans could do.
It's exciting, but also a little scary.
Yeah.
If AI can already make art and music, what's next?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
What are these models really capable of? Can they actually reach human-level intelligence? Or even go beyond it?
It's like we're on the edge of something huge.
It is.
But let's get practical for a second. How is AI being used in actual industries right now?
The report talks about that, how it's being adopted across different sectors.
Yeah.
AI is not just a buzzword anymore.
Right.
Companies are using it to do some really cool stuff.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Think about optimizing supply chains,
Oh.
creating really personalized customer experiences, automating tasks that humans used to do,
Right.
even coming up with brand new products and services.
Wow.
AI is changing how businesses work because it can analyze so much data and find those patterns.
It's like a superpower for companies.
It is.
But what about the workers?
Right.
What about the fear that AI is going to take everyone's jobs?
The report talks about that too.
Yeah.
It says AI can definitely automate some tasks,
Uh-huh.
which could mean some jobs go away.
Right.
But it also says that AI is creating new opportunities, new jobs that didn't exist before.
So it's not as simple as robots are taking over.
Not quite.
Oh.
It depends on the industry,
Yeah.
the type of work.
So what kinds of jobs are most likely to be automated?
Things that are very repetitive,
Okay.
like manual tasks, data entry, basic analysis. But jobs that need creativity, critical thinking, that human touch,
Right.
those are probably safe, at least for now.
So it's more about humans and AI working together.
Yeah, that's the key.
Right.
The report emphasizes lifelong learning, always improving your skills.
Yeah.
Workers need to be adaptable, learn new technologies.
So we can't just get comfortable in one job anymore?
No, things are changing too fast.
Yeah.
And AI is a big reason for that.
Okay, that makes sense. But it also sounds kind of overwhelming.
It can.
Where do people even start?
Well, the report mentions all kinds of resources.
Yeah.
Online courses, boot camps, university programs,
Bro.
all focused on AI and related fields.
Like a crash course in the future.
Kinda, yeah. There are options for everyone,
Correct.
from beginners to experts.
So no excuses.
Exactly. And there are tons of free resources online, too.
Okay, so people are learning.
Right.
What about governments? Are they doing anything to make sure AI is used responsibly?
There's a whole section in the report about policy and governance, and it's a mess.
Really?
Every country is doing something different,
Oh, wow.
but everyone is starting to realize that we need to work together on this.
Makes sense. Why is that so important?
AI is a global technology. It affects everyone.
Yeah.
We can't solve this problem one country at a time.
Okay, what are the biggest things they're trying to figure out?
Privacy and data security are huge.
Yeah.
How do we make sure AI uses data ethically?
Yeah.
And then there's bias and discrimination.
Uh-huh.
We don't want AI to make those problems worse.
That's a tough one.
There are no easy answers.
Yeah,
It requires a lot of thought, a lot of collaboration.
absolutely. But it's good that we're at least talking about it.
It is.
It seems like AI has the potential to do a lot of good in the world too, right?
Oh, definitely. The report highlights some really amazing examples.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, for instance, in healthcare,
Okay.
AI is being used to diagnose diseases earlier
Wow.
and more accurately.
Mm.
It can help develop new treatments, personalized care for patients.
So it's literally saving lives.
It is. And it's not just healthcare.
What else?
AI is being used to fight climate change,
Wow.
improve education,
Mm-hmm.
promote social justice, all kinds of things.
It's really incredible.
It is. It has so much potential.
It's like any tool. It can be used in good ways or bad ways.
Exactly.
It's up to us to decide how we use it.
That's a good point. We have a responsibility to make sure AI is developed for the right reasons.
For the good of humanity.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into this report,
Yeah.
what are the biggest takeaways for you? What should our listeners be thinking about as they, go out into this world where AI is everywhere?
I think the most important thing to remember is that AI isn't something to be afraid of.
Okay.
It's something to learn about, to understand.
Yeah.
It's already changing our world, and it's going to keep doing that in big ways.
So we need to be involved, not just let it happen.
Exactly. We need to educate ourselves,
Right.
talk about the implications, push for responsible AI policies.
We all have a role to play.
We do.
That's a great point. We've covered so much today.
Yeah, we have.
This report has been really eye-opening.
It has.
I feel like I have a much better understanding of AI now.
Me too.
What stood out to you the most?
I think what really struck me is how fast AI is developing.
Yeah.
It's moving at an incredible pace.
Faster than ever before.
We're only just starting to see what it can do, what it means for us.
It's exciting, but also a little scary.
Definitely.
Oh.
It's like we're exploring a whole new world.
Right.
We don't know what's out there, but we know AI is going to be a big part of it.
So we need to be ready, be adaptable,
Yeah,
maybe even a little brave.
I agree. The future of AI is in our hands.
We get to decide what happens next.
We do.
Yeah, it really feels like we're entering a whole new era,
Right.
one where AI is just, everywhere.
Right. Woven into everything.
This report has really made me think about the possibilities,
Yeah.
and the challenges. Yeah. One thing that I found really interesting was the part about AI and policymaking.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like governments are trying to figure out how to, regulate this whole thing.
Yeah, it's a big priority right now.
What's making it so urgent? Is it mostly about the risks?
It's part of it, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
People are realizing that AI could cause problems.
Right.
Like jobs going away, algorithms being biased,
Right.
or the potential for misuse.
Of course.
But it's not just about avoiding the bad stuff.
Uh-huh.
Governments also want to use AI to make things better,
Yeah.
grow the economy, improve public services.
So it's a tough balance.
It is.
Encourage innovation, but also keep things safe.
Exactly. And it's not easy to find that balance.
Right. Right.
You have to think about ethics, the economy, societal values. It's a lot.
The report talked about the UK's AI Safety Summit
Yeah.
and the Bletchley Declaration
Yeah.
as examples of countries working together.
Right.
Are those just isolated events, or is global cooperation becoming more common?
The Bletchley Declaration is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
It shows that Countries are serious about working together on AI governance. It's not just about each country doing its own thing anymore.
Right.
It's about finding common ground, setting standards that everyone can agree on.
Makes sense. It's a global technology.
Right, so it needs a global solution.
And it's not just governments, right?
No, not at all.
The report mentioned other groups, too.
Yeah, international organizations, industry leaders, even regular people.
Wow.
It's going to take all of us working together to figure this out.
It sounds like we have a long way to go.
We do.
But at least we're starting to realize how important this is.
That's the first step.
Right.
Now we need to turn that awareness into action.
Yeah.
Policies, frameworks, things that actually promote responsible AI.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI, what's the one thing you really want our listeners to take away from all of this?
I think the most important message is this. AI is not something to be scared of. It's something to understand, to engage with. It's already changing our lives, and it's only going to get more influential.
So we need to be involved in shaping how it develops.
Exactly.
Not just sit back and watch it happen.
We all have a responsibility to guide AI in the right direction.
That's a powerful message.
It is.
Well, I think that's a perfect place to end our conversation.
It is.
Thanks for joining me on this journey through the Artificial Intelligence Index Report 2024.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a really eye-opening experience.
It has.
I feel like I have a much better grasp on this whole AI thing now.
Me too.
Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive.